Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to cover the return of one of the best Humble Bundles ever. It's not even a video game Humble Bundle, rather, it's a software bundle. The Vegas Pro Creative Freedom Bundle is back, and that means you can get Vegas Pro on the cheap. So we'll talk about that. Also, if you were expecting the Epic Game Store exclusives to slow down anytime soon, that is not going to be the case. In fact, Epic Games is sponsoring the PC gaming show at E3 this year, and they have specifically announced that they're going to show off a bunch of new games, including, you guessed it, some exclusives. So we'll talk about that and why I'm not so upset about this yet, and why I'll actually leave this open-minded. And also, I want to cover the two new major game releases today, that being A Plague Tale: Innocence and Rage 2. Actually picked up both games, haven't played either of them yet. I actually derped on Rage 2, unfortunately, and I'll explain that when I get to it. But first, let's talk the Humble Bundle, the Vegas Pro Bundle. So this is one of the most successful bundles and one that does really well every time it comes back on Humble. It lets you get Vegas Pro, a legal copy of it on the cheap. Now, you can go as low as just paying $1, but that won't get you Vegas. That'll get you Fast Cut Plus Edition, and it'll get you a voucher code for Producer Planet. If you beat the average with just $20.46, everybody's just going to the $25 tier to get Vegas Pro, but nonetheless, if you do just want to beat the average, you'll get Vegas Movie Studio 15, and then SoundForge Audio Studio 12, and then it gets real good at $25 when you break that tier. You get Vegas Pro 15 Edit, Vegas DVD Architect, and Hit Film Movie Essential. Vegas Pro and all that software is obscenely expensive, so this is the best way to get Vegas. Definitely would recommend it if you're looking to do some video editing and whatnot. Vegas is quality software, and $25 for it, I would give it a strong recommendation. Link in the description box down below. Of course, I do get a little bit of a kickback, and I appreciate that, but it's always easy to recommend Humble products as they offer great value, and in this case, you're getting Vegas on the cheap. Vegas is what's used to edit my videos, and of course, I don't do any crazy fancy editing, but if you're looking for something simplified or something with a lot of nuances attached to it, Vegas definitely offers that. So check it out, link in the description box below. Alright, moving on from that, we're getting closer and closer to E3, probably the most exciting time of the year for any gamer, whether you're a PC gamer, whether you're a console gamer, whether you're a goddamn mobile gamer or a handheld gamer that's still playing the 3DS. E3 is just an awesome time, and of course, PC gaming has made more and more of an impact over the last few years thanks to PC Gamer's PC Gaming Show. Sometimes a little bit disappointing, but usually I can take away a couple of announcements that get me very excited. I believe last year, or maybe the year before that, Sega had a bunch of announcements. I think last year Sega actually announced Yakuza, and then they also announced the PC version of Valkyria Chronicles 4, so me being a goddamn weeaboo, you know, I got excited for things like that, and they had a couple of other cool announcements as well. This year's show is going to be bigger than last year, and that's in part due to Epic Games actually sponsoring this show. PC Gamer Global Editor-in-Chief Evan Lottie said this year's livestream will present more announcements and new trailers than any previous PC gaming show. From brilliant indies to studios that have shaped PC gaming for decades, we're excited to showcase what's next for the world's most vibrant gaming platform. This year's lineup revealed today is led by Epic Games Store, which joins the PC gaming show as presenting sponsor. Epic Games will reveal brand new material for several games, including some exclusives coming to the Epic Games Store. So it wasn't actually specified whether or not they would be new exclusives, but I imagine, hey, you're going to E3, you have this big platform and announcing what you're bringing to the table, I imagine some new exclusives are gonna be announced. And on top of new exclusives, I imagine we get a gameplay trailer for, say, the Outer Worlds, maybe even Outer Wilds now, because they're both Epic Games Store exclusives. Not trying to get on my soapbox again and complaining about the Epic Games Store, because I do have some optimism. I want Epic Games to invest in smaller studios to help bring their vision to light. That's the ideal scenario for EGS. I know a lot of you guys aren't looking at it that way, but I do have my fingers crossed of some positive coming out of it. I'm not for things like games being crowdfunded through various platforms, and I can't believe some of you guys in the comments section of the last video actually defended that. And I actually read comments of people saying it's not a big deal. In what world was that not a big deal? I mean, if we're gonna make light of an issue like that and act like that, well, then I just don't know. You guys are opening the floodgates in that case for a lot more bad behavior to be normalized in the gaming industry, and that would be awful. But nonetheless, if we can get it to a point where Epic Games is investing in these smaller studios, maybe they're even acquiring studios to become, say, first-party studios to work on games exclusively for the Epic Games Store platform. In that case, you don't even have to get these timed exclusivity deals. They could be exclusive forever, because right now, Epic Games is just relying on that Fortnite money. Well, how about you acquire some studios, build some stronger long-term relationships, and then you facilitate the creation of these studios that can create new games instead of just going off, writing a big check to a game that's already been in development for a while, a game that might have been promoted on Steam heavily, and that's how you're gonna go do business. I don't think that's the right way to go. If you want to sign a couple of deals like that, like in the case of Control, I think for Remedy and 505 Games, that is an essential deal to make because that game is going really under the radar, and for them to get that upfront money, I think it's absolutely paramount, and I don't believe that game was promoted on Steam. As much as I love Remedy's games, I am perfectly fine with a game like that being an Epic Store exclusive. No qualms for me. I am not going to complain about that. In fact, I will probably buy that game on the Epic Game Store because I still want to play that game. An exclusive agreement like that, fine, by all means do that. If you want to create these new studios, if you want to invest in smaller studios to make sure their games turn out well, to make sure that they have the opportunity to realize their vision instead of half-assing a game and just trying to get it out on the market so they can recoup some of their investment, that's fine with me. What's not fine with me is when you sign these deals with these developers and games that their games have already been promoted on other platforms. Their games were crowdfunded by the consumer expecting Steam keys. That I'm not okay with. But in this case, I just hope Epic Games announces the exclusives that I'm all for. Recently, we had the announcement of The Outer Wilds becoming an Epic Store exclusive, and I don't want to see stuff like that anymore. That's damaging to so many people, not only Epic Games as a brand, not only to Outer Wilds as a game, but also to crowdfunding in general. You're doing so much damage that way, but there is good that could be done through Epic Games and them investing a lot of money into the PC gaming scene. And I hope we see more and more of that. So that's my spiel on the Epic Games Store. You guys know how I feel. But also as a part of the event, Chucklefish is going to be there, Digital Extremes, Digital Uppercut, Ewin, Fat Shark, Fellow Traveler, Frontier Developments, Funcom, Modus Games, Paradox Interactive, Perfect World Entertainment, Raw Fury, Rebellion, Relogic, and Tripwire Interactive, among others yet to be revealed. Would love to see Sega as a part of that. Sega's been a big part of the PC gaming show, and for them to come to E3 and announce, say, Persona on PC, that would be pretty big. Alright, so that's my spiel on that. Of course, outside of the PC gaming show, we're gonna see a lot more stuff. Ubisoft is gonna have their conference, a bunch of other conferences is gonna happen. Even Microsoft, you should have some interest in that conference because all of those games are gonna come to Windows. So a lot to digest as far as that is concerned. Okay, last two things I want to cover real quick. Two new game releases and two pretty big game releases. Games that have really captured my interest to the point where I bought both of them at full price. First up, A Plague Tale: Innocence. This is a game that was going a little bit low-key, done by Asabo Studio and published by Focus Home Interactive. It is such a dark and atmospheric game. In 14th century France, it stars this character Amika, a 15-year-old girl, her little brother Hugo, try to survive in this world, and it's just an incredibly dark game. I've talked about this game a little bit, but it just looks incredibly compelling, and so far the reviews have come out and they are looking very positive. An 80 on Metacritic, and the Steam reception has been very positive as well, 92% positive. Game is $45 on Steam. A bunch of outlets do have it for around $40. They did release it at a budget price point, probably due to the fact the game's not going to have a ton of longevity. However, for the experience that you're going to get, it looks pretty remarkable. I can draw a lot of comparisons to a game like Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice in terms of the presentation and the atmosphere, but a game that I'm definitely excited to play later today and give you guys more thoughts on. Also picked up Rage 2, kind of just bit the bullet and picked up this one. I had interest in it. I know Avalanche has been really hit or miss recently, but the gameplay has really won me over. And I think as far as gameplay goes, Rage 2 is going to be a lot of fun. Now, I saw the game on Games Planet for $50 and I was like, well, let me pick up Rage 2 over there, thinking that I was gonna get a Steam key. I don't know why I thought I was gonna get a Steam key since Bethesda does have their own platform and they have been investing more and more into it. I buy the game and then I realize, oh, it's not a Steam key, it's a Bethesda.net key. Not a big deal, already redeemed the key and I'm gonna play the game off there. That's not a huge issue to me, and I did end up saving $10 off the Steam price. Wish it was a Steam key, but hey, what can you do? The game itself should be pretty good, and I'm sure it'll be accentuated by a decent PC, so hopefully it plays good, hopefully it runs well. I know $60 is a steep price to pay for any game. Even if you're paying $50 at a discount, maybe this is a game you should wait on a steeper discount for, because do bear in mind, Bethesda games have recently been coming out and they go on sale rather quickly. I point to games like Wolfenstein 2, The Evil Within 2, Fallout 76, all of those games were released and then they became pretty cheap pretty quickly, so if you do wait a couple of months, probably will end up paying dividends and you can probably get it for, say, 50% off for $30. At the very least, I do see a little bit of a discount coming with the Steam Summer Sale, but that is just my 2 cents and my speculation if you guys do want to wait on a little bit of a discount. Alright, and that's going to conclude this video. Again, the Humble Vegas Pro bundle is back. Link to that in the description box down below. Make sure you check that out. Great value, and you will be supporting the channel as well. PC Gaming Show returns on June 10th as a part of E3, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and it is sponsored by Epic Games, so expect a lot of announcements from them. And again, A Plague Tale: Innocence and Rage 2 both dropped today. If you're not going to pick them up right away, at the very least, add them to your wish list, and they might be quality games to pick up on sale down the line. That's going to conclude this video. If you guys have a request for a future video, leave that in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.